Hey guys, it's Dr. Robotnik64, and this is a video for a game called Pokemon Generations. So this is another game I found on IndieDB. Like Pokemon 3D, it's another fan-made Pokemon game. And to tell you the truth, I find that this game is actually more interesting than Pokemon 3D. Now, like Pokemon 3D, this game is still in development, but it's very early in development, so the game is pretty much only a tech demo at the moment. But for a tech demo, it's looking pretty good, and also for a tech demo, it's actually very popular. I checked on IndieDB, and apparently it has over 240,000 downloads already. It's actually currently the biggest download on IndieDB right now, at the moment. And one more thing before I start explaining what this game is like. This is another video with post-commentary. I originally did record this video with live commentary, but, you know, Hypercam 2 is a jerk, as some of you probably already know, so video went off sync. But I don't care, I'm not giving up that easily, I'm still going to make a video of this game anyway. But basically, here's what the game is like. As you can already tell, it's an open world game, so you can go pretty much anywhere you want to on the landscape. And just like the main Pokemon games, you have the option to be either a male character or female character. In previous versions of Pokemon Generations, because I have played the previous versions before, but I just did not bother making a video of the game back then. In previous versions, you could play as either Red or Blue from Pokemon Red and Blue / Fire Red and Leaf Green. Only thing, though, is that Red looked a lot like Gohan from Dragon Ball Z, I found, so I'm actually kind of glad they changed it to this right here. Now, apparently, according to the main menu, there is going to be multiplayer support in the game, so you will be able to play, like, online multiplayer games. Now, because this game is very early in development, some of the options right here actually don't work. As you can see, I can click on options, but that doesn't work. I can click on save/load, and that doesn't work. I can click on trainer card, but that doesn't work. I can click on bag, that doesn't work. I can click on Pokedex, that doesn't work either. But like I said, this game is pretty much only a tech demo at the moment, so I can't really be too harsh on the game for that. So the only option that actually works right now is Pokeballs. Now, Pokeballs is actually very interesting and kind of funny. So you can see you can aim it anywhere you want. Now, you have to actually aim it precisely at the Pokemon. Otherwise, here's what happens if you just throw a Pokeball like that. As you can see, the Pokeball actually explodes. I mean, geez, these Pokeballs must be, like, very fragile or something. You just drop it out of your hand and it explodes, possibly killing the Pokemon inside of it. I wouldn't know. I guess they weren't manufactured to be shockproof, but anyway. Now, at the moment, you can catch Pokemon with full health with succession. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to be like that in future updates. Maybe if you try catching it at full health, there'll be a chance that it'll just pop out of the Pokeball, like it does in the main Pokemon game sometimes. Now, once you've caught a Pokemon, you can then send your Pokemon into battle. You can press the Tab key to bring it out onto the field. Now, in order for it to actually attack Pokemon, you have to click on the Pokemon that you want it to attack, like that Rattata, for instance. Now, the only thing is, though, is that I didn't know the controls here at first, but apparently Pidgey can fly in order to dodge attacks. Some Pokemon can jump, I know that for a fact, while others can't. Like, for instance, Bulbasaur over there, I know for a fact that Bulbasaur can't jump. And as you can tell, the battles are actually quite different from the main Pokemon games, in the sense that they're more like skirmish battles, kind of like Pokemon Rumble, rather than turn-based battles. And if everything suddenly starts going downhill, you can call your Pokemon back by pressing the Tab key again. Yeah, I just wanted to point this out right now. The game doesn't really give you an idea on what the controls are, not really anyway, so you pretty much need to start hitting random keys on your keyboard in order to figure out what the controls are. So by hitting random buttons on my keyboard, I found out that you use the number keys to attack. So here I'm now in control of Bulbasaur. I'm fighting another Bulbasaur apparently. So yeah, you use the number keys to attack. I have no idea what attack I just did right there though, and I'm assuming that attack is probably Leech Seed. And also it tells you when an attack is not very effective or when an attack is super effective, so yeah. And I'm assuming this one is Tackle, and I'm assuming that one he just did right there was Vine Whip. Now apparently when you attack, it actually drains the stamina of your Pokemon. As you can see, there's another meter just below the health meter, which is kind of like a yellow bar. Now apparently attacking causes this meter to drain, and once the meter is completely empty, you can't attack, and you have to wait for it to replenish. So yeah, still trying to take out this Bulbasaur here, although it looks more as though we're just playing a game of tag rather than battling. I mean, seriously, look at this. The wild Pokemon seem to have pretty good AI anyway, so... Oh, and another thing, this game actually runs on the Unity game engine, so yeah. Now, if your Pokemon faint while battling, you can heal them here using this contraption. I never knew what this was called exactly. And speaking of Pokemon fainting, when Pokemon do faint in this game, it actually looks pretty weird. So I'm about to take out this Bulbasaur right here, so it faints. But look, so when it faints, it just, like, drops to the ground dead. Now, I know it's supposed to be Pokemon fainting, which would indicate that they're unconscious, but that just looks a bit out of place to me. Like, seriously, it, like, literally looks as though I killed it, so I don't know. Like, I get close to it, it doesn't move. I don't know, that's really weird. Going over here to this area with rocky terrain, you can find other Pokemon, like Charmander, for instance. Now, speaking of Pokemon, there's only very few Pokemon in this game right now, and the very few Pokemon that are in this game right now are all from Generation 1. So I'm not sure if they're going to add, like, Pokemon from other generations, like Generations 2 through 5, or possibly even some Pokemon from the upcoming Generation 6, which hasn't even been released yet. They probably will, but we'll have to wait and see, because, like I said, it's only a tech demo right now. They release a new update for this game every 2 weeks, so if I notice anything new in any of the new updates, like, the next update is going to be update number 5, this one is update number 4, the one I'm playing. But if I notice anything new in the next update, then I'll probably make a update video for it. So this could possibly be another like new feature series, just like what I did with Minecraft and at one point Happy Wheels. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So as you can see, there's Squirtle all the way down there. There we go, that's some long-range throwing. Yeah, then you can just go in the water. Apparently you just drop down at light speed. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe I've just captured all the Pokemon that are actually available in the tech demo right now. And by the way, that building over there, you can't go in it just yet. Maybe in a future update you'll be able to, but I'm really not sure. And to be honest, that's pretty much all I have to say about Pokemon Generations, and apparently Charmander got stuck all the way over there. Well, actually, one thing I did forget to mention, you can switch your Pokemon around in your party, like right here, for instance, by just basically clicking on the Pokemon and then clicking on another Pokemon. As you can see, it just switches their positions in your party. And another thing I've noticed, all the Pokemon I've captured are male. So I guess genders will also be implemented into the game, but at the moment, it seems as though only the male gender's been implemented. Yay, this game is sexist. No, I'm just kidding. And I honestly have no idea why that area over there is even there, because it leads to nowhere. So yeah, as you can see, you can't go inside this building. You can walk into the doors all you want in hopes of phasing right through them, but that's not gonna work. But anyway, that's really all I have to say about Pokemon Generations right now. So yeah, it's basically only a tech demo right now. So there is not really a lot of gameplay in the game right now, but there is some very basic gameplay, but I can't really complain too much about that. In fact, I'm not even going to complain about that because, well, this game is in a very early stage of development. And actually, one more thing I want to mention. I actually really like the cel-shaded graphics here. They look pretty cool, but anyway. So yeah, so that's basically Pokemon Generations. If you want to download the game, the link's in the description. So yeah, it's another game I found on IndieDB. But for a tech demo, it's looking pretty good, and I think it has the potential to become something big. In fact, it pretty much already has, because, like I said, 240,000 downloads already. And that's also in just a month's time, for that matter, which is also pretty good. But anyway, I'm done for now. So this is Dr. Robotnik64. Thank you for watching. If you want, feel free to like or favorite this video, or maybe subscribe. And also feel free to follow me on Twitter, as I post alerts about videos I've recently uploaded to there. The link to my Twitter account's in the description of all my videos, including this one, so yeah. But that's it for now, so I'll see you guys in the next video I make. Later. Oh, by the way, one more thing I forgot to mention. If you take out your Pokemon while not targeting another Pokemon, as in, like, trying to engage in a battle with that Pokemon, it just follows you around wherever you go. But anyway, I'm done for real this time. Later.